Hey love doves, how are you? I hope you're fantastic since the last vlog I posted. First of all, I noticed I'm vlogging a lot from my car, and I apologize for that. I'll have an interesting life or more to show you as time go on. But for now, I guess my focus is trying to prepare my mindset because I'm on my way to my godmother's funeral. Just to share with you, like, who my godmother is to me. She made such an impact on my life. I first want to say that if you have a child and your children have a godmother, let me tell you something. You think that godmother doesn't matter, but first of all, the godmother or the godparents should be very impactful on your child's life in a positive way at that. Like, the godparents are your support system in parenting. Whether they have children, my godmother, she had children, and even with her children, she still had time to help my mother turn my world into a whole different life to live. Like, first I want to say my mom is a strong woman, and I've watched her do things like work 2 jobs, you know, come in, get an hour's sleep, and then go to the second job. Like, talk about single mom lifestyle. She was working it like it was 2, and hands up to her. And when she met my godmother, first of all, my godmother wasn't there from birth. Like, our family met hers, and from there, she made it known, like, I'm her goddaughter. And she's like, listen, her favorite line to me was, Tiffany, don't be like me, be better than me. It's like I could still hear her in my head saying that. And when she said that, she wasn't saying like what she had going on was a bad thing. It was just, if she was able to get herself a diamond, I need to do whatever I gotta do to get a bigger diamond. If she bought a house, I gotta get a house. Like, she was not settling for me to need social work. I mean, nothing against it, but for her, when she talks to any child at that, she's like, listen, you get up, you work hard, you provide for your family, and then when you're done, you go praise God for what you got. Anyway, for the last few years, we didn't really get to talk. I mean, our lives went in 2 separate directions. And finally, I had a son, TJ. If you're just now subscribing, it's TJ. And she did not get to meet him. That was actually like why I was trying to reach out to her. I was trying to let her know, hey, your god baby has a baby. So, yeah. I'm doing my best not to cry. But this lady, man, I promise promise you, if you would have met her, or some of you who already know me and subscribe to my channel, you already know, like, when she came into your life, she came in like a storm. Like, you had no choice but to love her. And if you didn't already love her, one song that she would sing would change your mind. Because her voice, I tell everyone, had like 1,000 angels. Most of you already know, I didn't know my father, and he passed, and it was like, I was young, so, you know, it didn't hit like it was supposed to hit, you know, like, oh man, that's my dad. I got like a feeling when my grandmother passed. That took a toll, because at the end of the day, I know, even though I wasn't around my grandmother much as a child, you couldn't tell me she didn't love me. This lady went through high and water to make sure she find my mom and see about her babies. Matter of fact, all her babies. So that was kind of like the first person, technically speaking, that passed away, and it hit home. But now that my godmother has passed, I guess it took her to pass for me to find out, like, you're really stepping into a time that I can't reach myself. And me, you'll get to know me. I don't do well with funerals. I don't do well with a death. Like, I don't do well with anything like that. That's why I go to church. Because final goodbyes don't work with me. It's like, all right, I'll see you later. That's actually one of the last things I said to my godmother. All right, I'll see you later. It was like, I see you. And she was like, girl, go ahead now. Ooh. I think that's what makes it hard, because, you know, when you try to reach someone and you have something you want to share with them, and they're just gone. So yeah. I'm thankful to God for her having shared some of my life with her. And I'm thankful that God has brought me to a place where I understand everybody has an appointed time to go. And you know, in the Bible, technically speaking, how we as people are celebrate the birth of a child and mourn the death of a person. You know, it's technically backwards. I learned that technically, in a way, you're supposed to mourn the child coming into this world. Because, I mean, look at it. It's going upside down. And I'm excited about my child's birth, but at the same time, I now know what it feels like to look at your child and look at to where the world is going, and you're like, oh my gosh. You just want to protect them. Love and protect. And then when someone passes away, you're supposed to rejoice because they don't have to deal with what's going on here anymore. Isn't that something? So yeah, I'm crying. But a part of me really believes she's at peace. One of the songs she used to sing was "The safest place in the whole wide world is in the will of God." And it's like I could hear her singing it right now. So one, I'm not sharing with you this moment to offend anybody, but I'm sharing with you because if you ever lost someone that impacted so many people's lives, then you understand that, yeah, it hurts. This loss is a sting. Because all I keep thinking about was this lady. She was a storm. And it's not like any kind of storm. I'm not talking about no hurricane, make everything disastrous. I'm talking about like, you're not going to forget this. More like one of those when I say storm. You're not going to forget her. There's no way you're going to forget her. I still remember her in the bathroom when she used to get dressed. And she used to look at me and tell me, "Girl, if you don't think you fine, who gonna think you fine?" And she used to say, "Tiffany, I know I'm fine." This lady, the bigger the bling, the better. She used to put her necklace on. Some pictures that I see of her, and she has that necklace on. Woo. Oh man, this lady, her kids, my god brothers, my god sister. I haven't seen my god sister since she was a baby, so I doubt she'll look at me and be like, "I remember you." And it's gonna be so hard not to hug that little girl like I get to hug my godmother one more time, because she looks just like her. Yep. So anyway, just to keep the tears from flowing, I need to stop and just be grateful. God has given me a chance, an extra day to think about what I'm doing. Anybody can say what they want about my godmother, but an impression she left on anyone, everyone. I'm okay, you guys. I am A-okay. I am excellent, actually. I am not going to allow myself to become depressed or anything over her passing, because I know she's in the safest place. that's my morning, getting ready for this funeral. I'm on my way to pick up my mother. You'll finally get to meet her. My mom is not taking this too easy as well, so I don't know if she'll let me vlog. That's why I'm telling you this. That lady, boy. Oh, man. TJ's in the back. I'm going to drop him off at my sister-in-law's house. Miss Skittle Sweets. Subscribe to her channel, by the way. I love watching her because I know her personality. I know how she is. And she just makes me laugh all the time. So, yeah. I just told her that. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I find you hilarious. Half the things she say, you're like, why? And she's not over dramatic about it. I think because of how serious she is, how serious she is about half the things she say, I think that's what makes it so funny, because you're like, is that supposed to be a joke? And she looks very serious when she say it, and I'm like, this girl here, no filter. She's working on it though. Anyway, I'm rambling now, so let me get back to you.